Flieger watches from German brands can be great, especially when they are made by Lacko or Stowa. We love these pieces, with and without logo, big and badass, but the time will come when these manufacturers face market saturation, when they must invent something new. Stowa now is coming up with something new big time, pun intended. The brand has announced an entire line of chronographs named Tempora, and in fact here everything is huge. The watches, the chances, the risks. So let's start with the specifications. We have not less than 4 models, automatic with a case diameter of 44 mm, a length lug to lug of 49, height of 16 and a lug width of 22. They have sapphire crystals and are waterproof up to 100 meters. Inside works the Sellita SW510 top grade with a power reserve of 62 hours. 3 versions on leather, 1 on metal, and the price is 2,990 euros with VAT and around 2,680 US dollars without VAT. And now let's dive deeper. The name Big Eye was coined basically for a chronograph with very distinctive subdials. The design is inspired by a piece from 1968 that you see here on the left. That means we have a 30-minute counter on the right and the seconds on the left, which is rather special. They added a date on position 6. But let's not lose time here. What are these problems? First, the size. There are watches that can pull off 44 mm like Panerai dive watches or the mentioned World War II inspired Flieger. Here I simply don't see the reason for this enlargement. The design of this black watch alone is very nice. I mean nice in the sense that it looks Stowa-esque. It looks sort of military and badass with that black DLC coating, the contrast between black dial and beige elements, and especially the case. Look at that. Might be a matter of taste, but at least they have heavily invested in these lugs. Or look at the date window and the date wheel, really well done. But why that big? Second problem, there is no red line. When you put these watches side by side, you see the results of very different approaches. I really can imagine a design meeting that went straight into a fight. The hawk of the company speaks up, he wants something military, something bad, and he wants to name it Stuka. But then the aged hippie says, impossible, we want positive vibes and colors like Nomos. Let's make it green. Pretty different watch now, but okay. But then the ex-Zinn employee speaks, let's throw all this vintage stuff on the trash where it belongs. Let's make something metallic, precise, with the tiniest amount of color thinkable. Alright, Model 3 on a metal bracelet, totally different watch now. It's like a modern Audi next to a classic Daimler. But it's not over. The intellectual stands up and quotes the product description written by him. As the Latin plural form of tempus means time, the term tempora stands for times, time periods or intervals. The new timepiece from Stowa is therefore literally all about time. Okay, more culture, piano sheet, everything more suave, but then we're back on the size. Stylish and intellectual with 44 mm, really? Don't get me wrong, I don't say that these are bad watches. Stowa delivers quality and the SW510 is a top-notch thing. It's basically the successor of the legendary Valjoux 7750. Chances are high that the lovers of big watches find a nice piece here, but I wonder why this chaos. They could have focused on one strong piece, for example this one. That in a more contemporary diameter and perhaps with a more moderate price, because many people will see these 3 grands as another problem. When you have to finance an entire lineup with so many different elements, the starting cost must be huge. Perhaps the focus on one piece had allowed something more competitive. Instead they follow now a road that leads direct into a tough battle with Zinn and Hanhart. So conclusion, when you see here a piece you like and you can afford, go for it. Stowa delivers quality, the components are great, the customer service is excellent, but please allow fans of the brand to complain a bit about too many strategies and too little focus. So what's your opinion? Am I too critic here? Or is that really the next big thing for Stowa? Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for your attention and see you next Monday to Watch of the Week.